We first started discussing this as a possibility in early March. My mom had seen the articles about Dr. Barwin in previous years, and she had thought nothing of them, hadn't thought they were relevant to our situation at first. And then earlier this year, I was having some trouble with my iron levels, and my doctor suggested that I might have celiac disease. And my mom didn't know of anyone in our family who had celiac, and as she was doing some research on it, she realized it's usually a family thing. So she began to get a little bit suspicious with that. At the same time, she'd also seen on Facebook a post that two blue-eyed parents don't normally have a dark-eyed child. The first thing we did was to find out my blood type, and that already told us that my dad was not my biological father. Then we conducted a formal paternity test, which also came back as him not being my biological father. A couple of people, including my dad, suggested that it might be Dr. Barwin. They think that I look like him. I found that difficult to accept at first, but I had also taken a genetic test online, a 23andMe test, which came back saying that I was 60% Ashkenazi, and I knew that Dr. Barwin is Jewish and is a fairly prominent member of the Jewish community here in Ottawa. I don't feel a huge amount of anger towards Dr. Barwin, and I'm not pursuing this legal case for revenge or to try and humiliate him. I just really want the truth to be out there, and I think that the public has the right to the truth, and other former patients of his and their children have the right to explore this as an option to finding out the truth in their situations as well if they want to. But I think there is also a sense of injustice. There's a sense of anger on behalf of my parents who do feel violated and betrayed. It's been a very stressful time, but I think we've all sort of reaffirmed the fact that it's the relationships that we have that matter, and that this hasn't changed the way we love each other. In fact, probably struggling through this together makes those relationships even stronger. All of the memories we have, none of that is diminished by this. We're very much the kind of people who look at the positive side of things, and so we're seeing the addition of new family members through my half-siblings and their families as being a positive thing that doesn't imply that there was anything wrong with our family to begin with, but just as something beautiful that we can incorporate now.